Okay, let's begin. I am Lanice Antoine Shelley, and I'll be your host through constructive, healing-based conversations designed to illuminate the adoptee, parents, and the adoption curious. We center the topics around community, mentorship, leadership, and healing, so you get a multi-dimensional view that is ultimately empowering. These are the voices who could not speak when they were young. Hey y'all, if you've seen me on Instagram, I'm in my summer glow phase and I am unapologetic about it. My hair is luscious. Fun fact, I didn't start properly treating and doing my own hair until I was a grown adult because like many Black adoptees, no one showed me how to do my own hair. And because I love you all so much, I'm going to share with you my hair secret. I'm always on the lookout for things you'd love and things that will enhance your well-being inside and out. We Unique Cosmetics sent me their Moisture Lock pomade and scalp and hair therapy oil from their Metamorphosis line, and it's so decadent, light, and nourishing, fam. This has become a hair routine staple. It has a soft lemongrass scent that people comment on when I walk by or when they're doing my hair because now I have boho locks. They also sent me a 15% discount link for you to try their products and hair tutorial service. And Unique Cosmetics is Black owned and operated by a mother and daughter duo dedicated to helping the adoptee community. Check out the link in the show notes. And this is for all ages, fam. So tell your friends. So come on, embark on a hair-loving journey with We Unique World. From interactive workshops to premium products, they're all about empowering you to embrace your unique hair journey. Because remember, all hair is good hair, especially when it's healthy. Hey fam, how is your heart? I'm doing pretty good over here. I've started getting up at 5 a.m. I think I mentioned that a few episodes back, which is incredibly out of character for me. I usually roll out of bed at 8 a.m. or 7:30 the earliest, but because I'm in a transitional period in my life, I wanted to get intentional with how I started my day. It's easy to get into a slump of sleeping in all the time when your schedule opens up. Don't get me wrong, I love my naps, not giving those up, but now I earn them. I was inspired by a book I read called Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, where she states that the most magical hours of the day are between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. There's a reason monks and athletes have been utilizing the sunrise since time immemorial. I take a candlelit morning shower and begin my 2 hours or so journaling and meditation. Believe me, I'm unrecognizable to myself. I can't believe I do this. All I know is old habits weren't working. I just was not generating the momentum of abundance in my life that I needed. So I knew I had to break out of my perceived limitations and just crank it up and let my efforts match my dreams, which are huge, by the way. Today's guest is a longtime sister in solidarity to when they were young. She started out when we were only a panel on Facebook. She's also graced us by co-hosting episodes 17 and 18, so go ahead and check them out. Her name is Schai Schairer. This titan of a human being is getting her master's at Howard University, taking business courses at Harvard University, and is the founder of FIST, the premier nonprofit for providing women specific tools, resources, and care to both currently and formerly incarcerated women. In this episode, Schai and I discuss Haitian Heritage Month, which is happening right now in May. What does Haitian Heritage Month mean to adoptees when they've been removed from the land and culture? For us, it is everything. We are on our own personal missions to learn more, rebuild, and reclaim our lost and forgotten selves. What a blessing it is to have found one another along this journey. Oh, and I forgot to mention that Schai also came from the same orphanage as me. Is there a deeper bond? I have no idea. This is for those of us who are on the journey of reclamation. Let's lean in.
Bow, 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 bow.
How's it going? Where are you at? Where are you at?
I'm at home. I'm at home.
How are you? How is your heart, Schai?
It's good. I'm drinking a Modelo right now.
We both have our libation, but mine is non-alcoholic. It's dandelion. What?
You make me so proud.
Dandelion, hibiscus, and chamomile.
Ooh. I have some dandelion tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. It's like really hard for me to get into it. But like when I have it, like I feel better about myself emotionally.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. Like it's so good for you. But it's like it's so bitter. It's hard for me to like really get into it.
Is it packaged tea? Is it just regular? Okay. Because mine is loose root. Like I have an apothecary in my house. So I have like all of the loose stuff. Like I have.
Wait, you have a what in your house?
An apothecary, a medicine, a place of herbal medicine, herbology.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Apothecaries were old-time pharmacies. That's
really?
Yeah. Apothecaries used to be pharmacies when people were into more pagan practices, herbology, all of that. And then they turned into compounded medicines. And that's what we have now. We have the Walgreens and CVS when we used to have apothecaries.
Did that come from Haiti? I'm sure it did.
I'm sure, because my mom said that like in Haiti, they really don't have that much of a problem with COVID because they have all of their brews and things like that they're constantly ingesting. And we in the States are so removed from the homeopathy option, the naturalistic option that when we get sick, we go down hard.
And I feel like, honestly, that's kind of what happened to me when I got COVID initially. Like, because I had gotten into this regimen of just taking these over-the-counter medicines or like these prescribed medicines. And so like, I wasn't doing like these natural things that I had been doing like years prior. And so then like, when I got hit, it was just like, it was like a gut punch, you know?
Yeah.
And
Well, one of the things that I've realized over the years, because I've been into homeopathy for years, that I've just always defaulted to the natural remedies, is that the more you steer towards processed foods, GMOs, over-the-counter drugs, or prescribed drugs, you are going to be less likely affected by home remedies. And so those who are like, oh, well, this didn't work for me. Apple cider vinegar didn't work for me, Lenise. And it's just like, well, what is your everyday routine?
Right.
Your system has to be primed for natural remedies as well. You know, so it's like eating McDonald's and then going to the gym.
Right. It doesn't work.
You know, do you really think that it's going to be efficacious in the end?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense. Because if your body's not used to it, doesn't know how to absorb it, then it's not going to work.
Exactly. And when your system's all clogged up anyways and backed up, and you have fecal matter fermenting in your gut, then you're not going to get the full benefits of a tea. You know, and it's real talk. And that's why I'm like dedicated to a more naturopathic route for myself, because I see results in my body and in my disposition. And as you said, mental health. And that's why I swear by it. And these remedies, you have to constantly do them. But the difference being, true natural remedies don't have a side effect. They don't have a side effect.
So wait, do you not drink like alcohol at all?
No, I don't drink anymore. I don't imbibe.
How long has that been?
I think about 3 years now, but I didn't drink throughout my 20s.
Okay.
And then I started to drink a little bit after a breakup.
Yeah.
I bought my first bottle of wine at like 32.
Really?
Yeah, I had never bought a bottle of wine before. And then I realized quickly that it just was not good on my system. I think I'm just hypersensitive to alcohols. So I
don't know.
drinking it was never something I did a lot, you know what I mean? And when I did drink, I would get drunk so fast. I was such a lightweight.
Yeah. I think that's like a Haitian thing too. It's like no joke. Cause like a lot of Haitian people that I've talked to are either extremely lightweights or they just don't drink. Like Manny just doesn't drink at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does not drink at all. Bug is a lightweight. I'm a lightweight. Every like almost every Haitian I know either just doesn't drink at all or they're just lightweights. Like I mean, I'm sure there are Haitians out there that like can get down and dirty and
love their rum.
Yeah, exactly. But like a lot of the ones that I've talked to and I've met and encountered with, like they just don't. And I don't know. I think that's interesting.
That's super fascinating.
Yeah.
That's a great segue though into Haitianness and Haitian Heritage Month. And I just wanted to, I just wanted to connect with you because you inspire me when it comes to Haitian pride and patriotism and all of those sort of things that I'm like still catching up to. And we as adoptees have gone on a journey to get to this point of being so prideful, being so outwardly joyous about being Haitian and having to inform ourselves later in life, what does it mean to be Haitian? And so let's just break down, what is Haitian Heritage Month? Hey, I want to share with you something that has changed my life. It's more like someone, my therapist. Why is she so important? Well, because I want to win in this life. I want to break through the carousel of stories I've compiled that hold me back, that keep me from expanding into my full potentiality. Stories of unworthiness, not enoughness, and even stories of questioning why I am here. I also want to stop dumping my unsorted feelings on the people around me and reacting with the same behavioral patterns that keep me stuck. Conversations with my therapist have made me more confident, clearer in my intention, and more centered in my spirit. That is why I am elated that we are sponsored by BetterHelp, where you can, from wherever you happen to be right now, match with a therapist tailored to your exact needs. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. Someone who you can text at any time and schedule online for either a chat, Zoom, or phone call. And if it turns out that your therapist isn't the right fit, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. Visit the link in the show notes, betterhelp.com, when they were young, to get 10% off the first month. You need to click the link in the show notes in order to get the 10% discount. I want to see you win, beloved. Let's do it together. Visit the link, betterhelp.com, when they were young.
Yeah, let's break that down. So, hey, like Haitian Heritage Month is just the celebration of just being like Haitian in general, right? But it's also a good time to just like learn about Haitian culture and like the Haitian Revolution, because that is Haitian culture. And like that's honestly like probably one of the most pivotal moments in Haitian culture. if not the most pivotal moment of Haitian culture. And a lot of European just entities just in general would not be here without the Haitian Revolution. You know, so celebrating Haitian Heritage Month and acknowledging Haitian Heritage Month isn't just like essential for Haitians. It's essential for everybody, because Haiti played such a critical role in so many different nations establishing their independence and just being where they are and being first nations and so on and so forth, and Haiti doesn't get enough credit in that department. And for example, like Haiti played a huge role in American independence. We would not have a July 4th without the Haitian Revolution and without Haiti. You know what I mean? Like Haiti fought their Haitian Revolution after America gained their independence, but like without Haiti, we wouldn't have a July 4th. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and so we hear a lot of these atrocities that go on in Haiti, and we hear a lot of these bad things that go on in Haiti, but the deep rooted pride and just the pride of being Haitian. And people often see Haitians, and when we're so prideful, and we're just so powerful, and they look at it as arrogance, but not without understanding like what our bloodline actually is and what it consists of, and like the lineage that, you know what I mean, that we are direct descendants of. You know what I mean? And so it's like, there probably is some arrogance there, and we've earned that arrogance. You know what I mean? So like when I look at people like myself and people like you who are like carrying on that lineage, you dang right I'm prideful. You dang right I'm arrogant. You dang right I'm cocky. Because like I am the product of the ancestors who fought back, who survived, who beat oppression. You know what I mean? So yeah, I carry that on my back. You know what I mean? And if I stay quiet, then they're probably rolling over in their grave right now. We can't do that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, to be fair, you ask any West Indian about their country, they are so deeply prideful. Yeah. They are jubilant in how they relay their country's just validity. And so we are just amongst a throng of nations that are prideful. And I think in the States, people don't know, unless they're like conservatives, unless they're in the South, right? The pride of being American. I honestly don't know that many people who are like, oh, I'm American and I'm proud, especially if they travel a lot, because it's really embarrassing to go to Europe or another country and have them know that you're American, like just because of the politics and the stances and the ignorance, you know, the blatant ignorance that Americans are known for. And we are number one in confidence and like 100th in like education and in all of those other really vital things. But what Americans are leading in is confidence, which is hilarious to me. I actually had to Google Haitian Heritage Month and just like the history behind it, because I did not know. And Haitian Heritage Month is a celebration in the United States of Haitian heritage and culture. It was first celebrated in Boston in 1998. Boston has what?
That's recent.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is a baby. 1998.
Yeah.
Wow. So what is that? Like that's 25? Wait, no. 20, is that 24?
23.
23. Okay.
2022.
Yeah.
Math. 24. Sorry. 24.
Yeah.
Math. It's really fascinating because Boston has a huge population of Haitians. And it's second to Miami, I think.
Really?
In its population. Yeah. It's just teeming with Haitian community. And so that's really awesome that it started there and then it spread throughout the world. When did you become aware of the Haitian Heritage Month?
That was actually recently as well. Within the last 5 years, probably. And I don't even remember it. Like, I don't think there was even like a defining moment where I was just like, oh, like, it was just like this big realization of this Haitian Heritage Month. I think I just stumbled up across it, or I may have just looked it up or something, and I saw that it was like May is Haitian Heritage Month, and from then on, I just started celebrating it. And really paying homage to it. I don't think I haven't really done my due diligence this year, but but usually like last year, like every Sunday in May, I was at the Haitian restaurant and I was eating Haitian food. This year I haven't really been doing that. But
well,
yeah,
to be fair, there's a lot to catch up on, right? And I'm still learning, but furthermore, I think we know more about Haitian culture than Americans know about American history and culture.
Yeah.
You know, and we are fervently learning and asking the questions, and that's huge. And to the listeners, I think it's just important. The message of the moment is just to examine where you come from and enjoy and celebrate and lean into where you come from, right? And that's just what we're doing with the exploration and celebration of the Haitian Heritage Month.
Yeah.
I was recently in Haitian Times, which was really exciting.
Woo, woo. I'm so proud of you. Oh my, that's huge. That's huge.
It's just so funny because like all of these things pertaining to Haiti are unfolding and revealing themselves. Like I'm learning about the Haitian Times and learning about Haitian Heritage Month. I'm learning about just like the Haitian community here in Chicago. Like that was not my intention when I started to create this show that I'm doing right now that's based in Haiti. And so now it's just like the gift that keeps on giving in a good way.
That's amazing. No, yeah, like that's amazing. And that was like when I saw that the woman that we went to go see, who I said was your twin, when I saw her performing, and when I learned her backstory and just like how powerful she is and just how resilient she is, and just how much of a pillar she is within her community, it was just reaffirming to me how powerful like just Haitian women are. And just like oh my gosh, like once we like set our mind to something, there's no stopping us, and there's nothing that's going to get in our way to make it like to ensure that we don't make it happen. And so like as proud as I am of you for making the Haitian Times, I'm not surprised in the least. Like there's like when you send that to me, I was just like, okay, of course, duh. Like it was just like, because it's just like I knew, like there was no shocker. Like I wasn't shocked at all.
You're hilarious. Thank you. I'm still processing it all because it's all so new to me, being thrust to the forefront. And I hope I had an interview this morning, and I said this in the interview that I just hope to continue to like use the platform and my resources to amplify and to illuminate the issues and be a person of service. You know, that is essential that I hold on to that. And I think I will, of course, but I want the conversations to be around that. I don't want it to be around any kind of other dramas.
Right.
I just want to highlight what it is that we're doing. I mean, you're doing amazing work in your realm too, and being a huge representative of what Haitians can do and become. And how's that going for you?
It's going really well. So I am actually receiving the Volunteer of the Year award for Montgomery County.
Yes. When did you find that out?
So I found that out We're in May now, so I found that out maybe like the beginning of April or something, I think. And then they like released it publicly like 2 weeks ago. And it was great. Like I'm actually still wrapping my head around it too.
Yes, that's
Like
so exciting and so well deserved. Thank you. Thank you. For all the work that you do. And I'm so thrilled that it's being recognized.
It feels good. It's like it feels great. Don't get me wrong. Like it feels amazing. But it's also like it's bittersweet because like the women that I'm getting receiving this award for, like many of them aren't gonna be able to be there. You know what I mean? For obvious reasons, you know? And so it's like this bittersweet type of moment where it's like, yeah, I know, like I worked hard, and like, yeah, I do deserve it. With that, it's like I don't want to benefit off their backs. You know what I mean? And it's just like, because that's not what I'm in this for. Yeah, that's not what I'm in this for at all. And so like, while the recognition is great, it's also like, all right. So yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. Like the award show is on the 15th of June. Well, not the award show, the ceremony is on the 15th of June. And I'm expected to deliver a 2-minute speech. So I'm working on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go on then.
So I'm working on that and getting that ironed out. Working on my public speaking delivery and all that. It comes with the territory. So I'm excited. It's a new mountain, you know?
Yeah.
Moment. And so I'm just rolling with the punches.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite memes is I have no intention of climbing this mountain. My goal is to make this mountain kneel.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to make that a poem.
I loved it when I read it. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So you're going to teach the mountain how to kneel. And that's what we're here for. And that's what we're about, right?
Yeah.
And you and I started this conversation on Friday, I think, when I called you up and I'm like, you have to be on this episode.
I'm like, okay,
yeah. And we talked about just what it means to be Haitian and having not grown up in the Haitian community. Mm-hmm. And as an adoptee, what was it like for you reclaiming your Haitianness? And do you feel that you had to reclaim it? Was it always there? Like, what is that for you?
No, I definitely feel like I had to reclaim it. And I honestly feel like I'm still reclaiming it. Mm-hmm. Because there have been times where I've met Haitians and they're like, oh, you don't know Creole, or you're not really Haitian, or you don't know what this is, or what kind of Haitian are you? Or, and like, just like different things to downplay my Haitianness or, or the power within me. And so I'm constantly trying to reclaim it. And then there's also like there's this feeling of imposter syndrome, kind of just not necessarily feeling like I really belong, or it is mine to even claim. Because I didn't grow up within the community. I was adopted at a young age. I don't know my Haitian roots really, like my bloodline as much, and so it's difficult. It's very difficult. But with that, like I find the resilience in just knowing like every single battle that I thought that I wasn't gonna win and I wasn't gonna make it out of, I did. Right. And while I attribute a lot of that to like my adopted mom, a lot of that I'd say like I attribute like maybe 40% to my adopted mom, but 55 to 60% was that lineage. You know what I mean? And just like my bloodline, and just like, Schai, you can't give up, because like I spent a year with my birth mom before I was like adopted or taken to the orphanage. And within that year, like that was a year of her nurturing me. And that was a year of her taking care of me. That was a year of me being surrounded by my community. You know what I mean? And there's a lot can happen within a year. You know what I mean? And then like even just spending that 2 months in the orphanage, and just having those people around me, having the nurses and having everyone around me, just like instilling that like that Haitian pride within me. Because like if one thing about Haitians, if we don't know a way, we're gonna find a way. And like just my birth mom having both me and Manny probably not knowing what to do, and then finding still being able to find a way for both of us to be adopted. What is that? That's nothing but resilience. You know what I mean? And so like you can look at resilience and you can take resilience any way that you want to take it, but that's how I look at it. And I think that played me finding Manny also like allowed me the power to just like release any type of frustration I had towards my birth mom. And it also gave me the chance to like gain even more resilience and even more pride in just being Haitian. Cause I was just like, wow, like this woman loved me this much. Because before, like I was angry. Before I met Manny, I had a lot of anger towards my birth mom. And I like there was a lot of resentment and just not understanding like what happened. And then like with meeting Manny, I was just like, wow, all right, this woman had like 2 newborns. And then on Manny, I think I've told you this before, like on Manny's birth certificate, it says that like there's like 8 or 10 others. And we were the youngest. And so she had 2 newborns along with like 8 or 10 other children. And like in City Soleil, which is one of the poorest places in Haiti, and trying to navigate and trying to figure that out. And she was still able to put us in a safe enough environment where we were able to be loved and able to receive the resources that we needed. And she loved us that much to do that. You know what I mean? And so that's the resilience and that's power. And that's our lineage right there. You know what I mean? So I would be doing her a disservice if I turned around and I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm not going to, now that I'm in America, I'm not going to do anything with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to lay back. I'm going to chill. No, well, I'd be spitting in her face. And I feel like that'd be completely disrespectful. Like, I feel like she gave me a second chance of life, and I'd be doing her a disservice if I didn't use it.
That's powerful. You bring up nature versus nurture. And you said that you attribute 45% to your adoptive mom. And I am assuming that that's nurture. Mm-hmm. What did she nurture in you?
So she definitely nurtured like the hard work, you know, and just like like my mom was she was a single mom, right? And she raised both me and my brother like by herself. And there were days where like Bug and I, we would have school events, and we were at 2 completely different schools. Like I would have something for the band and he would have something for his band, and she somehow managed to make it to both on the same night. You know what I mean? And it was just her by herself. And I remember as a baby, like I was still at the age where I shouldn't be remembering these things. But I remember her taking me to her college classes at night, where she was getting her PhD, and feeding me graham crackers. You know what I mean? And like it was just her, and like it was just her. Like she didn't take me to a babysitter. You know what I mean? And I remember sitting like where she would take me to her job, and she would put me on the floor, and she's just typing away like at the computer, like working. You know what I mean? So she instilled a lot of hard work into me. And so like while she didn't communicate that and verbalize it all the time, I saw it. Right? Like I saw this woman, this single woman. She didn't introduce a lot of men into our lives. Like it was just her. She didn't get married until we were adults and we were out of the house. And so it's just like I saw this single white woman raising 2 Black kids on her own, you know, and like with a support system, but not a huge support system. A lot of her family like lived hundreds of miles away. And so, and she showed up, and she did do the best she can with what she had. And so I think that part is the nurture part, because like it wasn't easy. I was not the easiest child. There was a lot going on, you know what I mean? And so to see her do that, and for me to still turn out the way that I did, I think there's two women I have to thank for that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking back to what you just said about single white mom and not really being introduced to men because she married later on when you were out of the house. That's exactly my story.
Yeah.
And the idea that they were able to provide for us this presence, this quality time. And it took me a long time to realize that because of the trauma of abandonment, my love language is quality time.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to zero in on that because, like, as you know, when I feel like someone wastes my time, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to carry on, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really fascinating. Like, a lot of these stories in our story specifically overlaps, and we have so much in common when it comes to that. And it does take a lot. Any single parent is going to be struggling, let alone someone who's raising two brown kids the way that our mom did.
Yeah. And then you and we turned out to be some fierce women.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You
so
would never know that we were raised by white women.
No. And so just imagine that, like these two dainty white women raising these warriors, you know what I mean? And these trendsetters and like these game changers, you know what I mean? That are like really dominating their industry. Like that's a lot to take on. And so I give my mother, I do give her a lot of slack. I do. And, but also like, I don't necessarily feel like I give her enough credit. I think I did for a while. And then I went to I went through I guess adoptees used to call it coming out of the fog.
Yeah.
Out of the fog of my adoption. And so there was just like this intense anger and rage and just like all these different emotions. And a lot of that I directed that at my mom, And so, and just like society in general, a lot. Like I had a lot of animosity just towards the adoption community and then Manny finding me, that intensified a lot of it. And so it's just, I'm just now at the time where I'm like, all right, well, this is what it is. This is what you're given. And this is like, what are you going to do with it? And I'm kind of like, and I'm really coming to terms with it. And I'm like, I'm being okay with it, but I just completely lost my train of thought.
It was good though. It was good too. Well, you were just talking about coming out of the fog and how you and I, having both been raised by white women and being strong, tenacious, bold warriors, that no one would ever know that our conditioning was as it was,
Not at all.
And it's so true. It's so fascinating how that is, and how we, in our adulthood, we were able to educate ourselves, right? Because there is no education that a white person can give a Black person that will prepare them for what it means to be a Black person in a white person's world.
Yeah.
At least in the States, right? If we were in a predominantly Black country, it'd be a different conversation. But there is no depth or height of love that can shirk off the racism, microaggression, misogyny that we deal with on almost an everyday level and rate and frequency that a white person can prepare us for.
Yeah.
And so I think that rage that you had growing up, I had a moment, my rage era as well. I think coming out of high school, I had so many questions, but what really helped me was when I started to hang out with Afrocentric Black people in the West Indian and African dance community. And they were like, "You girl, you're beautiful, and this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to like say and believe of yourself." Because that was not modeled to me, right? Modeling how to love Black, richly hued skin could never be modeled to
Yep.
me in my circumstances. And
Yeah.
so it's essential that we as adoptees are given the option of investigating our heritage, investigating our community.
Yes.
And I will give my mother this. It was never a mystery where we came from. She always made it ever present that we were Haitian and to be proud of being Haitian. And we were peoples with a lot of just resilience and strength. And that was instilled in me, which I'm thankful for. Absolutely. But I did not know that resilience and strength resided in me until I got older.
Yeah, I think, that makes sense. Because we definitely had Haitian books throughout the house and like Haitian artifacts and Haitian paintings and everything. And my mom definitely highlighted and emphasized that we were Haitian. And she did what she could. Like she had us taking French. And like it was like I just gave her a hard time and I didn't want to do it. And that's honestly, that's probably one of my biggest regrets, like not sticking with French, because at that time I didn't understand the importance, and now I'm like, dang, I probably should have stuck with that,
Yeah.
And but yeah, she did do that. She put both Jason and I in French. She put us in African dance, it is different because it's African dance, not Haitian dance. But like here in the DMV, like especially at that time, you weren't really gonna find Haitian dance, And so, but she did do what she could to try to keep us connected with our culture. And so, I think it really took it took a couple of things for me to like really realize that there was a lot of pride in being Haitian, because while there are all these like artifacts and these books in the house, like every time you would turn on the news and you would hear about Haiti, it was horrible. You know what I mean? Or like if you would go on the street and you would say that you were Haitian, like people would like shun you. You know what I mean? And so it really took a lot of time for me to realize it. And like I think one of the things was carnival. Haitians are always the loudest at carnival. And I would be like, what? Why are these people so loud? Like anytime the Haitian portion of the parade would pass by, they were the loudest, always, And so like I started tapping into that. Right. And then I had a teacher, and to this day, he is like my favorite teacher because he really got me interested in just being Black overall. And when he's like, he would always say, Schai, you need to look into the Haitian Revolution. And he would always tell that to me, but he wouldn't push it on me. He's just like, when you're ready, look into the Haitian Revolution. Just look into it. There's a lot there. Just look into it. Right. And so like, I started looking into it, like just piece by piece by piece by piece. And I'm like, wow. All right. Yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot to be proud of. And then I started developing relationships with like other people of Haitian descent, and their parents were just like proud to be Haitian, And so there was just like, there's this like concrete lineage and just these people who are just proud and just like, and cocky and just, and just like even like they'll make a way out of nothing and still hold their head high. And it's just like, wow, like that's something to be proud of. Like I need to look into that. You know what I mean? And yeah, because I think like in America, like we're just privileged. We're so privileged. And we oftentimes like we don't even realize how privileged we are and like how much we really take advantage of the resources that we have. And Haitians are just like, a lot of them come from nothing and they make a way. And it's just like, yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud to be part of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because what kind of metal is required to come from nothing and to make an empire?
Yeah.
You're right. A lot of people don't know what it's like, especially when you have the socioeconomic obstruction and barrier against you, and then you have the cultural barrier against you. So there's so many hurdles for immigrants, but yet a lot of immigrants prevail and succeed, and it's so exciting to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that the parents of adoptees, of those adoptees that come from another country, really investigate what is it to celebrate where they came from, so that they grow up being prideful the way that we are prideful, and they don't have to seek it outside of the house, outside of the home, right? So that they can go on that journey together. There's something so intimate and so wonderful when the family really props up the culture.
Yeah. And I love seeing that. And I think adoptive parents and families are starting to do that more and more. Like the more modern ones, they're really starting to do that. But it's also because they have more resources, and then they also have adoptees like us who are willing to like speak out more. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have this, you know what I mean? So now adoptive parents have these resources where they can listen to adult adoptees. Like, look, I didn't have this growing up. I needed this, and you have the opportunity to do this. So please do. So your child doesn't have to heal the way we have to heal, Yeah.
So what are you going to do this month that will help you lock into your heritage? Do you have one or two or three things that you have planned for yourself?
No, but I should. So let's do this. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some Haitian food, hands down, because the restaurant is right across the street. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be one. But also, I should probably write a new poem. It's been a while since I've written a poem, and because I've just been bombarded with school. But yeah, I think I should write a new poem and just commemorating like just being Haitian and Haitian Heritage Month, and so.
Well, I think we're doing the third thing that may be on your list is just like fellowship, right? Yeah. Getting together and talking about life, supporting, amplifying, uplifting other Haitians, other adoptees, wherever they come from. But this month is ours. Thank you very much. So I think that this is finding other opportunities to do things like this is definitely worth putting on the list.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, and I love this. Like, I love talking to other Haitians, because this is like, especially like Haitian adoptees, because it's just a connection that others don't have. Like, others do not understand. They don't get why we're so cocky. Like they don't get it.
Well, people from other countries do. Americans don't really get it. But I do think that, like, when I run into Nigerians, like I listen to Lovey and Jai on her podcast, and it's all Nigerian every day, all day.
Nigerians are like a different breed too. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like Nigerians and Haitians are kind of parallel. Yeah. With their confidence and their cockiness and their arrogance for good reason, but like I run into like a lot of other countries where they're like, whoa, what? Why? You're not all that. Like, actually we are. And a bag of chips.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just about celebration of who you are. And identity is a journey. I remember last year when I got my birth chart read, there was 9 pages and it was in depth and intense. And apparently in my 9th house, she wrote, and this is a girl who didn't know me at all. She hadn't Googled me. She had no knowledge of who I was. Mm-hmm. And she said that in my 9th house, there was a rupture in identity, that I had left my country of origin, and I am now seeking a sense of belonging. I wept. I was like, who is she? What has she done to me? You know, a rupture in my identity. And that is exactly how I felt for a great deal of my life.
Yes. Wow.
And then finally being able to embrace who I am, every facet, nook, and skin tone is meritorious. It's exciting. It should be screamed from the mountaintops for anyone. Like, who are you? It's essential that you know who you are. It's essential that you celebrate who you are. And it's essential that you share who you are.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And I commend you for just doing that, right? And because it's like I read in a book, there's this quote, and it always, oh my gosh, it always stands out to me. But it's like, the further you are from the white male heteronormative norms, the further you are from protection, right? And so the more likely they're going to try to, society just in general is going to try to strip you of your agency and oppress you, right? And so it says a lot when you go against that. And when you're so vocal, when you're able to find your voice and like speak up and just like, no, I'm not going to be silenced. And yes, this is who I am. I'm going to stand in this, and I'm proud. Even if we weren't Haitian, like you said, like, even if like just women, you know, in general, from anywhere, just being proud to be who we are and to stand in our truth, and just to model what it means to be a pillar in your community and just like be a change agent within your community. Like, that's a lot, you know, because just society in general isn't necessarily built for women, you know, and like to protect us, you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, I commend any woman who goes against it.
Another beautiful episode. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you to my guest today. If you liked this episode, the best way to support me and this work is to write an iTunes review, a 5-star review. This helps us reach the top of searches and helps more people to find us. And if you personally want to connect, please reach out on Instagram or Facebook. And I have some great resource material on my website at laniceantoineshelley.com. So go on over there too. Until next we meet, go gently and have courage, my love.